Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud. It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
What is up, everybody? It is Wednesday night. That means it is time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I am Mike. With me, as always, is Scott. Scott, how we feeling tonight, man?
Feeling great, feeling good. How are you?
It's Super Bowl week, baby. I feel great. I'm so excited.
I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you.
I can't even sit down. Like, I'm standing during the show because I can't sit down. I'm that excited for the Super Bowl, man.
This is a really fun time. The days before, when you're like, you haven't lost the game yet, so there's no disappointment, and you haven't won, so you don't know if you're going to, but most importantly, you haven't lost. So it's like, yay, we might not win this game, but we haven't lost it yet.
There's still hope. We still got it. We are not out of this one. Let's go. I'm so excited. Although Drew is already trying to bring me down before the show, and he's like, I need to know about the matchups. Who's gonna stop Cooper Kupp? What's Aaron Donald gonna do? I'm like, Aaron Donald's gonna feast, and Cooper Kupp's gonna go for 300 yards. But fuck it, it's Super Bowl week, baby. It's fine. It's fine. Mookie, how you feeling over there, man?
Look, dude, I wasn't trying to bring you down or anything. I was just saying that I'm glad we're finally talking about football, about the X's and O's, about the game at hand, and not all this other dumb shit that's off the field. And part of the reason is the piece I was watching today was saying that the Bengals actually have the best shot in the league to neutralize Cooper Kupp because of that guy that plays nickelback for him, who I don't remember his name, but I remember Cooper Kupp's name. So that's why in the conversation
Chad
I say
Kroger.
that. Chad, what? No, that's not right. Oh, Jesus. I think it's like Hilton or something. But either way, they were saying that
Photograph. It's Cooper Kupp not catching a pass.
I really need to see that photograph, because the only photographs I saw are of Cooper Kupp consistently catching passes against my fucking defense. God damn.
Look,
I need to see a photograph of him not catching a pass. Holy shit.
Let's not get too far down there. We don't want to, give away our predictions and whatnot. We got med props later on tonight after all. But at the same time,
I think busting out some props. Okay.
Bro, it's a Super Bowl. It is
the
the beginning of props, if you will. There's probably a word for it that, like, I don't know, like start or genesis or some bullshit. But you know what, man? My vocabulary is struggling right now, so who gives a fuck? Like, I think it's gonna be a really good game. And I'm sorry if that curses you, Mike, or if that ruins the event and ends up being terrible. But I honestly think, oh man, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, dude.
Save it for later.
Okay. All right.
I have
Mike Hilton says Robert Taylor. Yes, Mike Hilton.
I have some conspiracy theories to get into about the Super Bowl and about Joe Burrow in particular. Robert Taylor saying he's happy for Mike, but Mike being happy in general is still weird. I don't know how to take that, but I'm going to take it as a compliment, I guess. Listen, we're going to get to my conspiracy theory. We'll
just take it as you're a ginger. It happens.
Real quick, though, on that point, it is still weird to drive around this city and think,
dude, it
fuck,
is.
this city's in the Super Bowl. It's like blows my mind, because you spend your entire existence just thinking, nah, it just could never happen. Like, and then especially living in the city, you're just like, nah, it's just this city. Like, it's just this cloud hanging over it. Like, it'll just never be allowed. And the way the playoff games went before, like, you're just like, God, there's just too much doom and gloom. Like, and here it is. Like, it's fucking weird, man.
Dude, that's what I need to know. All right, so I'm gonna ask a dumb question. I ask a lot of those. How long have you guys been in Cincinnati? Like, how long has Cincinnati been like your main residence?
2003. So
I was like, I mean, basically, if you want to count since.
Okay, yeah. So
03.
So 05 here. So in that time, I've never seen it like this. Like, I don't know why, but it's the first time that you go out in public and people are actually smiling.
Well, they were kind of like this when the Bengals made the playoffs and then lost to Pittsburgh in the first round.
I still think that was different though.
No, because everybody was all hyped that they were going to beat Pittsburgh in the playoffs. So there was a different energy. But no, you're right. It is buzzing in this city right now.
It was toxic optimism is what it was back then.
Here's how crazy it is in this city. I went to buy the supplies necessary to make buffalo chicken dip on Sunday. I had to go to 3 stores to get cream cheese. There's a cream cheese shortage in Cincinnati because everybody's buying it to make Skyline chili dip. It is insane.
Well, and buffalo chicken dip.
Different stores to find cream cheese. What the shit, man?
How much cream cheese
There's
did you
also
end up
just
buying?
like a worldwide shortage on like
Shut up, Scott.
No, Scott, it's not because of that. It's
Don't bring reality in here.
And
Mute.
Skyline chili. Yes, Robert Taylor. That is when they targeted Carson Palmer's knee. Chemo came in and busted up Carson's knee. Also, there was the playoffs when they played Pittsburgh, and Ben Roethlisberger came out of the tunnel like he was Superman, and then Pac-Man Jones and Fontes Burfict gave the Steelers 30 yards. That one sucked too.
You know what though? Have we ever asked ourselves the question that maybe that's why Antonio Brown is crazy?
No, I fully believe that.
It's like you remember those, but I remember vividly more the 2 straight years of being shut down by Watt and not being allowed out of the shadow of your own end zone against Houston. 2 straight years, the exact same way. It was like those were brutal.
Wasn't one of those years? Didn't they play Houston like the week before too? They played them
like they played
and
them
played them again. Yeah. Awful.
Kind of like with Robert Taylor's Chiefs.
Well, that wasn't back to back.
It wasn't quite back to back, but
the thing is, like week 17 and then wild card weekend, and Watt just destroyed that team. Listen, we'll get into all this. Let's talk about these beers that we're drinking before we get too crazy here. Scott, what is in your mug tonight?
I am drinking El Jefe con Leche.
Oh,
out of Four Noses Brewing Company, Imperial Stout. This one has coffee, vanilla, cinnamon, and lactose. I gotta tell you, I would fuck the shit out of this beer, man. This is one damn good beer. And the cinnamon, usually I feel like cinnamon and beer, it's real hit or miss, and a lot of times it's a miss. This is a hit, man. This is the perfect amount of cinnamon to not be overwhelming. I'm digging the fuck out of this beer. Like
that does sound delicious. Mookie, what do you got in your mug tonight?
I want to say, Scott, I think the key to the cinnamon is the lactose. I think if you put those two together, you're going to have a good time. Yeah, in my experience, at least. I've got Clarity Through the Haze from Woods Boss Brewing Company. I don't know where they're from because I didn't do that today, but it's Colorado. There you go. 6.7% ABV. Dude, this thing's delish. Like it's not the best thing I've ever had, but it's a really good, juicy, thick IPA, and like that's my jam. It just felt like I needed that tonight. My last couple of cans that I've grabbed randomly have not been great. You know, just that shit happens sometimes. It's good to
put it in that juicy IPA.
Would I put it in that juicy? Bro, like, so if we're gonna keep going down this scale, like, we probably need to like put some guardrails in, because I mean, you saw my batting average in college. Like, I was taking swings at whatever came across the plate. So I put it in, man. I'd get a little wet. But in all seriousness, I'd give it the good old how would you put it? I would take it to like a nice Applebee's. Like, I would put in that much effort to try to bang it. Yeah, a nice Applebee's. Like,
an Applebee's outside of the hood.
Right. We're not talking like Buca de Beppo or anything here, but like a nice Applebee's. Not from these, not just taking her to the calf. Like a nice Applebee's.
All right, good, man. Good to hear.
Jenna.
Robert is drinking Bottle Logic's Tropical Hideaway. It's a Berliner Weiss ale with pineapple, vanilla, and marshmallows. It's only 5.6%, which is crazy that Robert Taylor found a beer that's less than 12% and is drinking it on a Wednesday night. But
Do we
Here
need a
we are.
wellness check? Do we need to call
Bengals
his
in the
local
Super
PD?
Bowl. Robert Taylor drinking less than 10%ers. Hell has frozen over, ladies and gentlemen.
Robert,
but it does say it's
if
mighty
you're
tasty.
asking
It's
twice.
true. Seriously, 5.6. Good God, that's half of the usual starting point.
Although, to be fair, on Untapped, anything that's between 5 and 10% is considered middle of the road.
Yeah, that's
So-
disappointing.
Whatever.
That's really disappointing when Bud Heavy falls in like middle of the road. Gabe says he's drinking Tapestry of Obscenity IPA by Bad Dad Brewing. Also had a truth in honor of Cincy. That Tapestry of
Nice.
Obscenity, is that name from is that from Christmas Story? Isn't that what Ralphie says his dad weaved a tapestry of obscenity?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes,
I think-
that is.
So I
a
think
reference.
I need to find that beer if that's an ode to Christmas Story.
Wait, so
because that sounds awesome.
Gabe, can you drop a photo of the can? Because if it's got some sweet looking like Christmas Story graphic on it, we need to see that.
Got the leg lamp on there. Got the leg lamp.
I
on
love the
there.
leg
Come on,
lamp.
man.
If it's a Christmas Story beer, it definitely has the leg lamp. I am drinking She's My Cherry Pie Lager from Tivoli Brewing. Here's why I got this one. I normally don't go for lagers when it comes to beer.
I was just gonna say, when you said lager, I'm like, well, look at
Yeah,
you.
but I was like,
venturing out.
okay, a cherry lager, that sounds interesting. And then I saw that it's 9.5%, and I was like,
Wow.
Whoa,
I have never seen a lager get to 9.5%. Yeah,
lager?
absolutely bananas.
Is it?
So I was like, I'm all in.
Are you fucking it?
Oh, yeah. Here's what I'm doing with She's My Cherry Pie Lager. I am taking this cherry, man. I am loving this cherry.
Give yourself a rap air horn. Give yourself a rap air horn. I saw it a mile away, but it was still good.
The opening was there. I had to take that one.
I would have been mad if you didn't. Would have been mad if you didn't. It's like throwing a fastball right down the middle. Like, he better hit this out. I'm gonna be mad if you don't hit this out. I made a mistake, but he better hit it out.
It's really good. There's really not a lot of cherry flavor to it, but I've never seen a lager this high ABV. That's
Seriously.
bananas. Like, it makes me wonder what I'm missing out on, because normally I just see lager and I breeze right past it. And I'm wondering how many lagers I'm like, shit, I should have gotten that.
I'm going on a limb. There's probably not a lot of lagers that are 9%, so don't feel so bad.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I feel like there aren't that many, because when I'm scrolling, I'm usually looking for type of beer and then percent right next to it. Like, those are the two things that I'm just scrolling to see. And I mean, percentage wise, it's never, lagers are always like in the 5s. It feels like.
Yeah, they're that middle of the road.
They're just
Drew is talking
middle of the road.
So yeah, we'll see how these hold up. And let us know in the comments what you're drinking and whether or not you would bang it. All right, let's talk about this Super Bowl. We started to get into it a little bit. Scott, I know you're a little disappointed because the Niners came one round short. Now, are you even going to make it to the halftime show, or are you just going to DVR that and then just catch it in the morning after?
No, I can't. I can't DVR my mans, like all my mans.
All my mans.
like this is the Super Bowl halftime show we've wanted our whole lives. Like, I gotta show up and be live for it. So I am gonna make it to halftime. After that, all bets are fucking off, though, man. I gotta be up for work at 1. I don't.
Dude, we're going to Jude's friend is having his parents invited us over, so we're going over there. And Alex was like, "Well, if if it's getting late, we could always just leave at halftime." And I was like, "The fuck?
No,
we
I
can."
was gonna say, bro, your
we
team's
are
in it.
not leaving at halftime.
The rules change when your team is in the Super Bowl, man.
I told her, I was like, if it's a blowout and it's the second half, okay, we can leave. It's only a 10-minute ride home. We'll get home. I'll pound some bourbon and go to sleep. It'll be fine. But I am not leaving if it's a close game, and I'm especially not leaving at halftime because I'm not missing any of this halftime show. As excited as I am for the Bengals to make it to the Super Bowl, I think I'm just as excited for this halftime show.
What a time to be in the Super Bowl for this halftime. That's sunk in later on after the Niners lost. It's like, man, they were supposed to be here for this Super Bowl halftime show. Like, fuck, man.
Drew, are you excited for this one?
For the halftime show, for the game, for the weekend,
for the halftime show,
dude, I'm pretty jacked, like, entirely, because normally I would just Did I miss some? What happened?
Yeah, you did.
Christian, intern Christian,
Is that our
messaged us
intern?
before
Yes.
the show and says he can't make it because he's got to come into work, and then chimes in the comments and says, "Drinking McGillicuddy's nips at work, 100% would fuck the whole sleeve."
That's where it's.
I'm gonna need some explanation here. Is he got Girl Scout cookies? That's all I can think of. Is he eating Girl Scout cookies? Because I'll pound a whole sleeve of Thin Mints and won't think twice. Like that's normal.
I feel like they set you up with those. One sleeve of any of the damn Girl Scout cookies is one serving. I don't care what the cookie. One sleeve, one side, one whatever. That's the serving. Fuck what
Bro,
they
I
say.
can't do those. I can't get them. If I buy a box, I'm eating a box. I can't. So I just can't buy them. But
They're
those
just
girls,
2-sitters for me.
Those girls are brutal, dude. I can't say no to little girls at the grocery store. That sounds weird. Hang on.
Well, so let me jump in and save you here as the guy that knows a lot about co-eds. Okay.
Thank you, Mookie.
The key, the worst part about
Which job
it
do you have
is,
your little girls on?
the worst part about it is that now they got websites, and so like if you get an email from a coworker at the wrong time, or more importantly, you choose to read it at the wrong time after like you said that fit the bourbon, you end up with $400 worth of Girl Scouts. Now, the Girl Scout cookies, not Girl Scouts. Like, hey, we ain't paying for those. But the good news about it is when it's on the website, it used to be you buy on the website, you still have to go and get it from the troop that you bought through, because you have to say like, oh, this goes to so-and-so's troop. They get credit for it. Nah, man, now they just ship that shit to your house, so nobody has to know I spent $400 on Caramel Delights.
Is it just like the UPS driver rolls up with boxes and boxes of Girl Scout cookies? Like,
bro, he's already rolling up with boxes and boxes from Teardrop. So like, he don't give a fuck. Dude came
My dick. We recognize them as Samoas on this show. You can take your Caramel Delights.
No, I will fight. I will throw hands, Scott.
These aren't the guardians of cookies. Samoas is not a derogatory term. I do not stand for the name change. Fuck the Caramel Delights.
Mookie,
I am honoring the rock by calling them Samoas.
Hang on, Mookie, real quick. Can you check your mic settings? Because your microphone sounds terrible, man. Are you like?
You know what? Hold on. It probably never
it's
flipped
recording
over.
off of like the wall.
I was gonna say I'm like, what is happening with this man's microphone?
See this shit. It's been there it is.
There it is.
Like this for so long. Like you can't help a brother out. Like I can't hear my.
You can't hear yourself.
No.
Oh
I just hear my beautiful voice unadulterated by technology. I don't hear this whole nonsense.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't know you rolled like
I don't
that.
hear myself either. I only hear. Yeah,
that's super weird. Okay,
yeah,
I'm the only one high tech over in this moment.
Is that an option to have my thing come through my ears?
Yeah, you can put your thing through your ears whenever you want to. It's your thing.
Yeah. You got
All right, listen, halftime shows.
No, wait. I want to go back to this though. All right, so if Scott, if you're saying they're Samoas, then fuck, what are the peanut butter ones called?
Which ones? The tag-alongs with the chocolate over top of them, or the sandwiches?
No, I ain't no give a fuck about no sandwiches.
The tag-alongs.
No, the peanut butter patties, bitch.
Yeah, the ones with the chocolate covered.
Yeah, but what'd you just call them?
Tag-alongs, motherfucker. That's what they're called.
No, it's not. They're peanut butter patties. Like, why would you call that thing a tag-along? Like, are you kidding me? Tag-along? What is tag-along? Who's playing tag? Like, I ain't trying to run. I'm trying to eat some cookies.
Motherfucking cookie. That's what they called it. So that's what I'm gonna fucking call it. Like, I didn't come up with the name.
His mama calls him tag.
Yeah, exactly. It was like fucking Girl Scouts call them tag-alongs, so I'm gonna fucking call them tag-alongs. But
you know what? Look,
you get one name. You don't get to later on decide that we're gonna call them chocolate-covered pepper or peanut butter patties.
So first of all, ain't no one changing their mind. Second of all, the main thing your mom was tagging was she was tagging you along with the rest of your siblings. I don't even know if you got brothers.
Scott, what advice do you have for me as we get into the rest of the Super Bowl week? Because here's what I've been doing. It's been a while since the Bengals have been here. This is their third Super Bowl appearance, first since the 80s when I was like 4 years old. What advice do you have for me to deal with the rest of this week? Because so far, I have just been avoiding everything. I'm rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm catching up on the Righteous Gemstones. I am doing everything except watching anything related to NFL football this week because I don't want to, one, get my hopes up, or two, be so frustrated and amped by the time Sunday comes around that I can't stand it. So what am I on the right path, or should I start like reading things at this point, like seeing what's going on? Because there's one thing I read that it sent me in a tailspin and I can't get over it. So now I don't know if I can read anything else about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I've done both ways because the Niners have been in 2 Super Bowls and lost them both. So the first time, well, I mean, it's not because it's like, oh, they lost them both. But the first time consumed everything, like couldn't get enough. It was like, oh my God, it's been so long. This is the first, like, So it was just like, kid in a candy store. The second time, I was like, screw all the noise. I'm only gonna I just kind of read a few things, kept it kind of light. Like I just stayed away from the nonsense. I don't know. I feel like the second time though, it was like, man, don't lose this. Like, I don't know where your nerves are as far as how do you feel about how they're playing with house money? Like, how do you feel in general about like how far they've made it? I guess is
okay. This is where it's a problem because before the AFC Championship, I was like, man, whatever. They shouldn't have gotten here. So if they lose, no big deal. This is all fine. But now that they've got to the Super Bowl, it's like, well, they got a shot any given Sunday. Football happens.
I'll tell you. I've always said you got to 100% win the damn Super Bowl when you're there because you have zero chance of knowing if it's going to be another 30 years or some crazy shit like that before you get back. So 100% it amps up. But I was just curious where your mind was just with, well, if they lose, like how disappointed you'll be.
Now, wait, hold on. Let's before we let him answer that. Remember, let's go back, Scott, because remember, you're saying you're pounding the point home that we hit earlier in the show, like 2 weeks ago or whatever, when Mike was like, "Oh, it's fine. Like I'm not getting too invested in this run. Like Joe Burrow's here, they'll be back. Like they'll be back. Like I'm not gonna get like too excited about it or whatever." And we're like, dude, this shit doesn't happen all that often. Like you gotta seize it when it happens. And so I would just want to point out our buddy over here, flip-flopping like something in Hawaii. I don't know. There's probably some joke there that goes there. But I was going to say, Joe Biden and flip-flops.
It's easy to, no, it's fine. He's allowed to on this one only because the further you are away from the game, the easier it is to be all like, yeah, cool. It's fine. It's whatever. Like, I don't care.
AFC Championship, whatever. No big deal.
Every win in the postseason, you're like, I mean, it won't
right. Like
it's not gonna happen.
And I'm not gonna lie, when the Bengals flipped to the it is us or why not us, and they made the switch. I'm like, see, that's that switch where as a fan base you really start to like buy into that shit, and you really get invested, and you start to believe. Like it's again, like I'm seeing so many similarities with like the way that things went for the Braves, and it's like you get to that point now, you're like, okay. They might have been then now I didn't really maybe expect it. And holy crap, they're like on the precipice. If they screw this up, I'm going to be like monumentally disappointed, even though a couple weeks ago, I would have just been happy that they got to this point.
I would have been happy they beat Tennessee. Like if they lost to Kansas City, I would have been like, yeah, but they beat Tennessee on the road. That's huge for this team. They won 2 playoff games. That's a great building block.
First road playoff game ever. Yeah.
Broke the playoff curse, made it to the AFC Championship. That's big for this team. Congratulations. Great season. Tip of the cap. But then they beat Patty, and it's like, oh shit, well, wait a second. If you can beat Mahomes at Arrowhead, you can beat Stafford. You can beat Stafford. And then here's the problem. So, like, to your point, I'm in the gym today, and these old guys are talking in the locker room, and I hear that, and they're like, all you got to do is just roll Burrow out, get him away from Donald, run some counters, get some quick screens. Jamar's going to be covered by Ramsey, but you got T. Higgins. You got some quick screens to Higgins. I'm like, shit, you know what? There is a game plan here. They could do this. They could actually make this work. And then the one dude was like, Rob Gronkowski even said the only other quarterback he wants to play for besides Tom Brady is Joe Burrow. And I was like, oh, motherfucker, I'm starting to buy into this hype. I'm starting to get too into this. And then I made the mistake of reading something that I should have never read. And with that, I got to go conspiracy theory on this one, Scott. Now,
go for it.
I don't know what happened to Drew, but fuck.
He apparently went to go piss himself, I guess.
He'll catch up. All right. Here is the conspiracy theory. 20 years ago, Super Bowl 36.
Okay.
That playoff run. A second-year quarterback by the name of Tom Brady beat the Raiders to start off the playoffs.
Don't fall into this trap, dude.
Made it to the Super Bowl where he was a 14-point underdog against the Rams. Beat the Rams thanks to a kicker who has cemented his legacy as one of the greatest kickers in the NFL. 20 years later, Joe Burrow beats the Raiders in the first round, makes it to the Super Bowl in his second year, playing the Rams, an underdog, and has a kicker that is just lights out. It's a 20-year cycle, man. I can't help it. I can't help but buy into that fact.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
Tom Brady is retiring, and he is reincarnated as Joe Burrow.
And everybody in the comment section is telling you what I'm going to tell you. Don't do it. Just stop. Like, you want to know why? Because those fantasies and those, like, coincidences, they all mean something, and they drive you until they don't. Because until 2 weeks ago, I was convinced. I was like, it's fucking destiny. The Braves won the World Series, and the last time they did it, the Niners won the Super Bowl, and the stars are aligning. It's so improbable, everything that's happening. What else could it be? And the Bengals are there. Oh, my God, it's happening. Like, it's going to be this epic rematch, and then Cooper Kupp. Like, it's fine until it's not.
The similarities are insane. That was New England's franchise's first Super Bowl win in their third trip to the Super Bowl. This is the Bengals' third trip to the Super Bowl and would be their first Super Bowl win in franchise history. All the Tom Brady it is insane to me how this shit happens in sports. It's like the stat that people posted in the Facebook group about the Braves winning the World Series whenever, isn't it like Auburn's quarterback is named Nix?
Oh, yeah.
End up winning the World Series.
Nix family, yeah, the starter, they won the World Series, yeah. No, sports has all sorts of insane-ass coincidences and, like, things and storylines that somehow fit. Like, you can always find stuff like that too. It's bizarre as shit, but you can always find some crazy ass storyline kernel that like nudges things in a direction where you're like, oh my God, it's happening because of this. Like the Rams have something they're telling themselves right now too. Like Rams fans are going through the same thing. They're like, look, back when Marshall Faulk did this, like this is just the greatest show on turf all over again, man. Like, look at this.
Yeah, but that story ends in a loss. So it's like
but it won in a one, but it didn't the first time. Like they won one, they did win one as the greatest show on turf. I'm saying like they lost the one to Tom Brady, but bring it back because they lost to Tom Brady, who you're comparing this Bengals team to.
Bingo. Second year quarterback, first deep run in the playoffs, Super Bowl appearance, first Super Bowl franchise. It's goddamn Tom Brady leading this team. It's the ghost of Tom Brady. Here's my conspiracy theory on this. Tom Brady actually died 5 years ago. He is an alien has inhabited his body, and that's how he was able to play until he's 44. And the ghost of Tom Brady is now inhabiting Joe Burrow's body and taking them to the Super Bowl. Hey, Mookie. Good to see you again, man.
I'm so pissed.
You good, bro?
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
All right, so people in the comments are not on board.
Hold on a second. I need to know what the acronym that Tank.
Yeah, I don't know what Tank's calling here.
I can't figure that out.
Bengals WWG1WGA.
At first glance, if you just glance at this like full Bengals wigga on this one, like if you just look at it real fast, it sounds like, wait, what? What do I need to know what these letters stand for, please?
Gabe said that was me, Mike, and Jared said, "Quick, Mookie, get Mike his tinfoil hat ASAP." Look, all I'm saying is,
See, that's what it
there
was.
are a lot of similarities.
I went
That's
and got
all I'm
it
saying.
and was bringing it back, and it fucked my internet. By the way, Jared, shout out. I had someone ask me today, like, "Yo, what happened to Corner Booth? Like, I haven't seen any of their shows since like June. Like, what's going on?" I was like, "No, they're definitely still recording. You might just be missing the right account or something." So you got fans out there looking for you boys.
All right, shout out Corner Booth. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, Mookie, for
Where's
hopping
this,
back on.
where's this car going? I don't know. I'm just in it for the ride.
Left. Rule 34.
Oh, I wanted to ask you about that, Mookie. So you post this Rule 34 thing, which I had to thank you, Urban Dictionary, for coming.
I dropped you off some
coming through for me.
education.
I didn't know this one, and I still don't. You said
Rule
Urban
34.
Dictionary. It's like, damn it, I don't know what this is.
Rule 34 states that if something exists, then there is a porn of it somewhere on the internet. Like that's just Rule 34 states that whatever you
Accurate.
And I got a little inebriated last night, let's say.
What?
And
No,
I got
on a Tuesday,
worried.
you never.
I got worried. It was
You
rough
should
night.
tell me next time, because I really wanted to drink, and I was like, no, I can't on a Tuesday. I can't. Like, it's just not okay.
Wasn't the
But
song called "Going Up on a Tuesday"? Like
huh?
somebody was.
Is there a porn of craft root sports somewhere on the internet? If Rule 34 is the true thing, like wouldn't that stand to reason then that somebody has made a craft root sports porn?
I reckon to guess that, yeah, that's probably out there somewhere.
It's Mookie's fan fiction. He's
Whoa. No, I appreciate that, but like, do you know how many words I'd have to write? Even just,
I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole.
he whips it
Can
out.
we just
That's
say
like 4
that
words.
because the multiverse also exists, that Rule 34 has to be true, so that somewhere in the multiverse there is a porn parody of us.
So
Let's
you just
move
went
on.
multiverse style there.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
See,
Like,
yeah.
there definitely is a porn of us. It may not exist in this timeline, but somewhere, there is a porn of us in time.
Jared
Well,
says,
Scott-
check out Corner Booth tomorrow at 6:30. Mookie and Scott are GOAT guests. I guess he forgot about that time I was on the show. But yeah, cool, Jared. Shout
No,
out.
Or
I
he
think
didn't, and you're just
you-
not to that status, motherfucker. I mean, how about that?
Mhm.
How's that
100%
for an
true.
ego bust,
Yeah.
motherfucker?
Yeah. Okay.
Also,
that
Scott,
is
I
right.
appreciate your like deep physics / like Marvel universe answer, but the simple answer is yes, there is an
I don't even-
alternate
no,
universe
wait,
where
hold
this
on a second.
happens. And
I was
it's
just
called-
gonna say that ain't got shit to do with Marvel, bitch. I believe that there are multiple fucking.
Well, yeah, whatever. I didn't. Well, see,
okay.
as I said that, I was like, oh, but what if he wasn't going for that? He was going for like the superhero multiverse kind of whatever construct.
Oh, yeah, no.
Point
No,
being, this multiverse or this universe where a porn of crafty brewed sports exists is real, and it's called just China. Like, it's not on the internet; it's on intranets in China, where they have to like keep their little clusters of creativity and internet freedom, secret from the government. Then every once in a while, a key fob will make it across the border to another country and get on the internet. I realize now you guys have no clue what I'm talking about, but yeah, so there's porn. Porn.
Move this man.
Y'all really,
Move this man.
you a motherfucker.
Move this man.
No,
Hey,
I
hold
don't.
on
I
real
don't
quick.
accept that triple boo. That third one was pure.
Move this man.
He is the
Okay.
truth.
Move this man.
You're really gonna be out there booing Kelly Kapowski like that? You piece of shit.
It's getting funnier. I don't know how.
It's a very simple rule in comedy. The rule of 3 means if you say something 3 times, it's funny. But then you extend that out where if you say something multiple times, it stops being funny and then immediately becomes hilarious. And I was testing that theory out with how many times I was going to boo Mookie every time we went to talk.
Science once again has proven correct.
I hate you so much. Right now.
Hey, real quick though, while we're in this realm of talking about us and multiple timelines and porn, did y'all hear what Jonathan Allen said?
Yes. What is that?
Wait, who said what about who?
I think the best part about it is I still am not used to it when I get the text from ESPN that says Commanders ... whatever does whatever. Commanders defensive tackle Jonathan Allen. My man tweeted out that okay, I don't want to.
Wait, he's on the Commanders.
He is.
It's not the Jonathan Allen I'm assuming you're thinking of. Like,
No, so there's the quarterback that then got picked off by the defensive lineman. I thought he played for the Jags.
No, I mean, he doesn't. He plays for the Commanders.
Well, that's disappointing.
Anyway, Mike, do you have the ability to pull up his tweet really quickly?
I'm trying to find it right now. Vamp for me for 1 second.
Yeah, well, because I was going to say, I didn't want to misquote him because when I first saw it, it's like when you first see that the text was that he apologized for saying that he would dine with Hitler. I thought,
whoa,
that's an interesting push alert from ESPN.
So I'm
gonna have to do further research into that one.
Yeah, here, I got it for you here. Let's pull it up so that we can all look at it together.
So this isn't going to be some craft brewed sports theater.
No, this won't be theater.
No,
so
this is
he had posted one of those like ask me anything
an
tweets,
AMA.
and somebody said you can have dinner with 3 people dead or alive. Who are you inviting? And he said my granddad, Hitler, and Michael Jackson. He spelled Michael Jackson wrong. That's also egregious in this tweet. Then the guy said 2 of the 3 I understand, but please explain Hitler. Shock face emoji, crying, laughing emoji. And Jonathan Allen said, he's a military genius and I love military tactics, but honestly, I would want to pick his brain as to why he did what he did. I'm also assuming that the people I've chosen have to answer all my questions honestly.
Can I go first?
Big yikes. Yeah, go ahead.
Pass.
Quite the take.
What you got, Scott?
By the way, I just want to back up real quick. Tank with the correct response here with the Rule 34. Since Craft Root Sports is done remotely, wouldn't your alternative universe selves just have OnlyFans? 100%.
Well, yeah, because like we're not going to be seeing each other's dicks, man. We ain't signed up for that.
But it's just us on Skype. It's just the versions of us on Skype.
Or would it just be our wieners instead of our faces?
Well, it wouldn't be us because if it's a parody, it's not actually us. It's 3 dudes.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry, that's what I forgot about the detail.
They're on Skype, like
it'd be like guys that like just ever so closely like us. So there'd be a guy that was just generic and white. There'd be a guy that has red hair, regardless of race or whatever creed, and then there'd be Scott. Bring it home.
Then there'd just be a guy. Black
then
guy, like
the
race card.
A racially ambiguous guy.
Almost as racially ambiguous as the Miami Dolphins head coach.
Hold on a second. We've got to get.
See, that's like
in a minute. Let's get back to this tweet. I want to talk about Hitler.
Sorry, I passed,
and why I
so go ahead.
think. Yeah. I don't think that this is as big of a deal as people are saying. Like I want to have dinner with the whole Third Reich. Like let's sit down. Let's talk about y'all lost, but we need to discuss how the fuck y'all lost. Like pretty horrifically.
Whitey making a very good point here, saying that he's pretty sure old 80 Hitlums answered those questions in a famous book. Like, that's already he did. Like,
no, that book, that wasn't the strategy. That wasn't, the blitz.
I was gonna say that was before the war, before he made all the horrific.
He's saying I would want to pick his brain as to why he did what he did. He explained why he did what he did. because he's
No, he's saying functionally. Like, why'd you start off with a 34 base and then blitz the will linebacker?
No. He's saying he's got military genius and he loves tactics.
Right.
But honestly, different path. I would want to pick his brain as to why he did what he did. Not why did you do what you did militarily? No, why did
I
you
think
do
that's
the
what he
horrific
meant,
things you did?
though.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Because
You guys
I
are
don't
giving
think.
him the benefit of the
I
doubt.
think the answer
You're
is he
giving
really
the
doesn't
man
like.
who said he wants to have dinner with Hitler the benefit of the doubt. That's a very weird thing to do here, fellas. That's a
It's fine. I'm sliding on down the slippery slope because you know
Yeah.
what? I want to be at that dinner. I want to hang out. I want to ask him about the the mustache. I've got questions I need to talk through with Hitler just to understand and pick apart his brain.
Hey, Dolph, can I call you Dolph? What's with this, bro?
Yes. Can I call you Dolph?
Look, as a Polish man, I wouldn't
We're all
mind
here, is that
stabbing
why?
that fucker in the face at the start of dinner, or just making him my Charlie Day for the day. But
Yes. Look,
the question I have to ask: who gets
we
to
should
pick where we
resurrect
dine?
him and-
Who gets to pick where we dine?
I don't know. It's your world, man. You tell us. Are you picking?
Fuck yeah, because I ain't gonna dine at no goddamn Hoffer house. I'll get drunk there, but I want to go somewhere and eat good,
Hitler's first choice, I'd bet, is not
like a
Hoffer
Golden
House, it's
Corral.
fucking lunch. Mike.
Thanks, that alternative universe. You guys talking sports and spanking hands.
How do you know that that's not what's happening? I mean, you can only see the top half, and the way that Mike's wiggling around with him standing up now, he's just trying to, have a bigger.
Just cut the
Sprays
pocket.
out.
So so name 3 people that aren't Hitler that you would want to dine with, though. Since the question's out there, since we're gonna criticize the man for his answer, Mike, name 3 people you'd enjoy dining with. We all want to hear this old big brain answer.
I mean, I'll
people
take
not
it.
named Hitler that you want to dine with. Proceed.
Checkmate, motherfucker.
I was
All
going to
right,
say
I'm taking Hitler off the table. Now who you gonna pick? Any 3 people dead or alive, but one can't be Hitler. Go for it.
you
Good
got
luck.
you got the 2nd overall pick. Hitler got taken at 1. What are you going to do? What's your board look like now?
Well, we gotta scrap the whole thing.
Yeah. Do you still
we really
just go?
thought Hitler would fall to us at 2.
Do you still just go best?
This is why you take the
mass
best player
genocide
available,
leading
guys.
dictator available? Yeah, exactly. God. I was gonna say you go Sun Tzu, Napoleon, and still Michael Jackson, because why the fuck not, right?
Actually,
man.
I feel like Michael Jackson has to make the list of 3. Like he's the default. It's like here's your 3. Pick 2 people and Michael Jackson. One of them can't be Hitler, but one of them definitely is Michael Jackson.
You'd be like, what kind of fucking lamp is this? You're a terrible genie. Go back in your bottle. I don't want this shit.
2 people dead or alive to have dinner with. Also, Michael Jackson will be there. Oh, okay, weird, man.
And no Hitler. You can't go that route. Apparently, it's a bad idea. He's all booked up.
He said he'd avoid restaurants with open ovens, to be honest.
Oh my God!
No.
Holy shit!
So what if we change it up and say, okay, you know what?
There's a few nice diners that I'd like to take Hitler to. Maybe share some matzo ball soup with them.
When I inevitably get called into HR for this episode, I just want it on the record that my original answer was pass.
I don't know if that's going to hold up in the court of law. You see, Your Honor, this is the part where I said pass.
I said pass, and then
Everything
I said a bunch of other dumb
doesn't
shit.
count.
Exactly, because I said, I said with all due respect, right? It's like Ricky Bobby. When I say no offense or all due respect, then I get to say whatever I want about you. But what I would do is I would trade the 2 other seats and just have a whole fucking day with Michael Jackson.
That raises so many more questions.
There's a lot of there's a lot that to unpack.
Just me, Mike, and Neverland.
Does it though? Does it raise Mike? Does it raise questions or just give answers?
Touche.
Good point, actually. That actually explains a lot.
Scott just farted with his mouth.
I did. Holy God. Touche.
By the way, Robert Taylor had helped you out here, Drew, back a little bit ago. Good,
because I can't see shit because this stupid
the
fucking
defensive
platform.
back you were thinking of was Josh Allen, who intercepted Josh Allen. Not
yes. Thank you, Robert Taylor. Yeah. Well,
man, Tyson. God, we got to do it. We got to do
You
it.
don't, bro. You don't got to put that shit up. Tyson, you just got a job, dude. You got to lay fucking low, man.
That's the rules when somebody throws it in the chat. Sip, chug, drain, pour. Hitler, Stalin, Mussolini. Drew, go. Respect the game.
You gotta give me a half a second. You just fucking threw that up there. I'm like trying to process.
I saw that lean in like you were coming in with the pass. Respect the game.
No. That's
pause.
fair.
Go on to it. She said, respect the game immediately. Mookie collected his thoughts and it's
that's
like,
fair. And I wish I could have gone with that. I didn't even think about it. I was starting to break it down. All right. So here's how we're gonna go about this. So we're gonna chug Stalin because we're gonna be chugging some vodka and it's all gonna be over real quick.
God.
We are for sure going to sip on Mussolini, and then we're totally gonna drain poor Hitler because he killed all my people. You know what I mean? Like he did not do my Polish people any good. So yeah, he can just go down the drain.
I feel so dirty doing this. Scott, sip.
See, that's what's weird. I don't at all. This is just normal.
Hitler, Stalin.
I'm sipping Hitler. I'm chugging Stalin, and I'm drain pouring Mussolini.
So when we're not back on air next week, everybody knows
I'm giving
why.
no further thoughts on the subject. I'm not giving you rationale. I'm just giving you answers to the question.
See, and this is the bullshit about it, because I had to get my internet fixed here this weekend, and the Cincinnati Bell rep saw the table with like the camera and the mic and stuff. He's like, "Oh, like you sing or you record or something?" I was like, "Oh no, I just have this podcast for my buddies, like drink beer and talk sports. We're really stupid. It's all 7 people that listen to us apparently have nothing better to do." He goes, "Oh, that's really cool, man. Like, maybe we'll check it out." I was like, "Oh, fuck, shit. Untapped, market. Like, just start putting in work orders for all kinds of weird maintenance shit and then drop our card."
I had a one-on-one with my boss's boss today, and she was like, "I just want to get to know you guys. Like, so do you have any hobbies?" And I was like, "Nope, I have 2 kids. That's all I do is hang out with my kids. I don't do anything else. Work and play with my kids, and then I go to sleep and I wake up and I do it again the next morning." Next question.
That's it.
Occasionally,
and I eat a lot of salad.
I contemplate horrible world dictators on my
sometimes
podcast.
Live on the internet, I would say that I would sip Stalin, chug Mussolini, and drain poor Hitler. But other times, I would never say that on the internet. So I don't know.
But are you gonna explain to the internet why? Because you fuckers, one of you.
Nope.
I hate both of you so much right now.
You didn't have to explain.
I was respecting the game, you piece of ass.
The game is to choose. It's not to explain your choice.
You could ask for explanation if you want.
I feel like I'm being picked on.
Tank said
because I'm younger and better looking.
Tank said, "You son of a bitch." His 3 celebrities that he would have dinner with is ODB, Chris Farley, and August Ames.
Yes,
that is quite the group.
Yes.
Mike, answer the question. Though. You still didn't. Michael Jackson is 1, so who are your other 2?
Do I have to? Can I sub instead of Michael Jackson? Can I put Prince in there?
That's fine. Okay. So you're Prince is
I don't think so. No, what? Just because he's another black musician? That's not okay. Scott, Mike, hit the race card. Hit the race card because I can't do it.
I mean, I'm going to hit it because you asked for it, but that wasn't a
race card.
But I kind of want to hear the 3 independent of Mike anyway. So like Mike's just going to hang out. He'll be there no matter what. So what are your 3 with or without Mike?
I would go Prince. I would go Lou Holtz. And then I would go Robin Williams.
Solid threesome.
Because I feel like here's why. I'll expand a little bit more on that. Prince would be amazing to pick his brain about the music that he wrote and all the unreleased shit and like how did you know like you're crazy at what you did and still kind of felt underappreciated. Like it felt like you were overshadowed. Like what is that like? But then I would just want Lou Holtz to talk to Robin Williams and just Robin Williams make fun of him the entire time. It would be
That is cruel.
It would be amazing. You got any Mookie?
I got my
oh, and also
3.
Michael Jackson's hanging out.
Actually, I got my 2 then because I want to keep Michael around. Like I got to be honest, man. If I get to spend it,
Clearly, you've told us your feelings about Michael.
I know you want just you and Michael Jackson on a one-on-one solo dinner date.
No, I said I want the whole day with him, man. Not just
you,
dinner.
Jesus Juice, Mike, Big Bed. We got it. Go.
Hey, as long as he lubes it up so I don't hurt in the morning. Like, hey,
oh my God, go.
So it'd be me, Michael. We already established that. Alan Turing, and then Lindsay Lohan and Mean Girls. Like I want that era specifically.
That specific Lindsay Lohan.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Because co-eds.
Scott.
I'm going with Michael, Scotty, and LeBron.
Wow. I love it so much because at first you go Michael, and I was like, oh, he's keeping Michael too. Okay. And then you go Scotty, and I was like, Scotty.
Oh,
okay.
and then and the other MJ, he could be there. He's gonna write the soundtrack to this fucking lunch.
Right. It wasn't until you said LeBron, I was like, oh, the other Michael.
Yes.
Oh,
Michael,
yeah.
Scotty, and LeBron. I want to get the first face-to-face interaction with Michael and Scotty at lunch, and then LeBron just hanging out in the cut.
That'd be awesome.
With Michael over in the background moonwalking.
LeBron
moonwalking with the ass beating that Scotty did.
LeBron's just like, I'm the go-to, right? And Jordan's like, shut the fuck up. You get yours next. Scotty, get over here.
Yes. And I'm just sitting there eating like, holy shit. Hell of a lunch.
I feel like this ramen is delicious. Oh my God.
I love that Scott's going lunch with it all too, though. Like Scott's like, nah, I don't even need that dinner bill. Like we just do this shit at lunch, day drinking and shit.
Steakhouse, we're hitting up a quick.
Like after everything settles down, I'm like, hey guys, I got this.
Scott, you taking him to that nice Applebee's?
No, Mike just told you I'm eating a bowl of ramen, so we ain't going nowhere that.
Oh shit, that's amazing. All right, Scott, I alluded to it earlier about your boy in Miami now, Mike McDaniel, getting the coaching job. Guys, I'm impressed. It took less than a week, and Brian Flores has fixed the NFL since Brian Flores sued him. 2 black coaches hired. This is crazy. It worked. Tip of the cap, Brian. You did it.
Change happens quickly.
100% of the vacancies that were filled after Brian Flores were filled by black guys. One, Lovie Smith. The other one, it takes a little convincing to find out that he's a black guy. You would have been shocked. You would have been shocked if you didn't know any better.
Telltale signs. You hear him talk. You see his wife. He's black. He's black. Trust me. There's some signs.
Okay, look.
The guy looks like the dude from Letterkenny that just says Stewart a lot. That's it.
But here it comes. Like this is the funniest part about this whole thing. I think it was Tank. It may have been Chris. I'm not sure. But somebody had shared that meme or the picture from Family Guy where it was like being an NFL head coach and it had like the color spectrum or whatever. Yeah. And could you imagine Goodell being like trying to figure out if it counts as a diversity hire with Mike McDaniel, and he's just staring at a photo of him for hours, all uncomfortable, like, damn it. See, why did you guys do this? It's like, it's already a fucking struggle. We've had to make the rules, and then you go and pull this shit where we got to look up birth records and fucking get the scoop on it. And I got to go up to a podium and explain, no, he's really black, guys.
Guys, I know what you're seeing, but listen, trust me. I vetted this out. Actually,
Black.
he's black. I know. I'm just as shocked as you are, but here's some third-round picks for San Francisco. See you guys.
The thing that blew my mind is when y'all were talking about the chat and Scott's like, "Look, we got it. Like we figured this game out."
Yeah, you got it.
This
You
was
got
my
a conspiracy
theory.
You want it? You want the music?
I think you.
want
Yes,
it?
I do.
should
I
hit
need
it,
the whole
yeah.
Thing? Okay, hang on. Let's fire up the conspiracy theory music once again. All right, Scott. What is your conspiracy theory as it relates to the Niners and their black coach that got hired by Miami?
My theory is that the Niners are running a black coach mill. Look at the evidence. Last year, Robert Saleh, who most people are like recognize as a person of color, not really black, gets hired by the Jets. 2 compensatory picks come to the Niners. Now, Robert deserved a job, hell of a defensive coordinator. First time. Kyle is all about these guys. Like when the Rooney Rule came out, Kyle embraced that shit as a baby. Like his entire staff is diverse. There's no problems about him hiring guys being qualified or not. That's not in question. But I thought it mighty suspicious that the offensive coordinator position was filled by Mike McDaniel, who, you know, he's a black guy, but also could be confused for not a black guy. And Kyle, everybody knows that Kyle is the one calling the shots in San Francisco. So what if in a league where every team is looking for a fucking advantage, what if Kyle is one step ahead yet again and he figures, look, I want to hire the best person available. And they may be black, but double extra bonus points if they are black because I'm calling the fucking plays. This guy's just a placeholder, but the league is now awarding draft picks for black guys getting hired. So what if, no matter what, this offensive coordinator position, ooh, I am the offensive coordinator, he's just a figurehead, but that role is constantly filled by a black guy. They clearly just want to touch anything that has to do with me, so they're just going to poach all of my assistants. But every single time they poach one, if it's a black guy, we get more picks. In 2 years, because of this rule, the Niners will have garnered 5 extra third-round fucking picks. You may call that a conspiracy theory, but in 2 years, 5 extra picks? I might be onto something. And even if it's inadvertent, even if Kyle, again, I don't believe that he's like there's anything nefarious and razor. But what if in the course of this, he's accidentally stumbled upon to something that has to be pointed out and it has to be looked at as, hey, we might want to keep filling this role with a black guy. I mean, it's free fucking draft capital until they close this loophole. Why the hell wouldn't you? And I'm here for it. Look, we can have a league full of brothers that all came from Kyle Shanahan tree, and the Niners will be left all the way to the bank. I'm here for it. Black coaching mill. That's what's happening in San Francisco, damn it.
Oh, fantastic, Scott. That was a well done rant, my friend.
I love it, man. Like I said, and it's like jokes aside, seriously. Like I know that they made the rule, but like in a situation like this, and the same would be said if it's like you had a defensive minded head coach, right? And he's calling the defense or whatever. You had a Rex Ryan or whatever, and it's like, okay, he's clearly the guy. Well, why wouldn't you then, kind of always make sure, like, hey, look, we got a guy that we think,
We talked about it when this rule came out, when they decided to reward draft picks for people of color being promoted up off of your squad, because that was the intent, was let's get more people of color in these coordinator positions and get them to where they can get promoted up, rather than just a staff full of white guys that, oh, now we're going to hire another white guy. So like, it's kind of crazy to see, like, we laughed about that when they made that rule, but now it's actually kind of working. Like, you see it actually paying off, especially for the Niners. And if this was the way to hack it to get, and I mean, it's a 3rd round pick or 2 3rd round picks. That's not crappy
Right.
picks. Like those are good
is
picks
not.
to get. It's not like you're getting like a dog shit 6th round,
seventh round pick where they just throw you
199th.
something at you.
Yeah, you're not getting the 199th guy in the draft. You're getting like a solid guy who could be there and make a difference pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Cool, Mike. It's really working well where there was one minority coach hired.
Two minority coaches hired.
No, I'm sorry.
Two black
sorry.
coaches 1 week. That's the name of the porno. 2 black coaches 1 week.
Look.
An NFL story.
Oof, man, that is not attractive. You mean one minority coach in Lovie Smith? Like, I'm sorry, but you really think they deserve credit for hiring Lovie Smith? You saw what he did down there at Illinois, for Christ's sake. He can't even get Illinois on the right track.
The Texans
And
had
so
no
they're-
choice but to hire
I
a
was
black
gonna
guy
say,
this week.
Sure, but Lovie Smith was the best / only one that you could even
He
find
was
that was
already
qualified.
on staff.
Yeah, he was their defensive coordinator last year.
Wow, that worked out really fucking well for him, didn't it?
They
It did.
overperformed last year. What are you talking about? Did you think the Texans should have won any games last year? Because they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have won a single game. It's why we were saying that Cully shouldn't have been fired in the first place there, because he had fucking Davis Mills running out there a quarterback, and they
Right.
still won like 4 games. It's crazy.
Right. So again, it's a scenario where you had a like for like swap, and so you still want to champion that when the guy that should have still been there after a year should have kept his job.
Well,
But-
yeah, nobody's arguing that.
No, but you are though, because Mike's saying, well, it's been 2 in 1 week. It's like, well, no,
But-
they put
but
the,
no,
just
here's why
What?
it's a good thing, because it came down to 2 finalists reportedly for that Texans job. It was Flores and it was Josh McCown as the 2 finalists for that job. Do you know what Josh McCown's coaching history has been? He's a fucking volunteer high school football coach. That's it. That's his coaching experience. And he was a finalist for the job. So yes, it is progress.
But see that, but like that's exactly it. That shows you how idiotic all these decisions are. Right. So like you really want to put credit in that, like they gave Lovie Smith a job and like they trust him to do it. They're probably like, yo,
Well, it's
like
a
we can
tongue-in-cheek
probably get the
thing,
guy
though, 'cause
cheap. We could probably
Houston didn't have a choice this week. They honestly did
There was
not
no
have a
way.
fucking choice. They were high, like they got.
it was
the
literally
call.
they could only hire Lovie Smith. Only like
No,
Lovie
no.
Smith.
It didn't have to be Lovie Smith, but they were going to hire a black guy. I can tell you that. Like,
But that's my point then.
I
So
am
then why
convinced
not
they
give it a
could've
chance to
called
an
on-
actual up and comer? Because they could put Lovie Smith in there and realize, look, we're dog shit for at least 2 more years anyways. We
It'd have
don't
been
know
like, we
what's
saw
going
your
with
record
Deshaun.
in Madden when you were in high school. You want to coach this? Like, I fit the bill. It did not matter. They just threw a stick this week, and they're like, black guy, you're our head coach. You want to know why?
Right,
We're in
but
a
like,
PR nightmare right now, so we don't have a
And-
choice.
and that's my point. None of this is progress. None of this is progress.
Mookie, I don't know what you're talking about. Brian Flores sued the NFL because they're racist. There have been 2 coaching hires since then. Both of them are black. That is progress, Mookie. We've done it. We've fixed racism in the NFL. Shout out Brian Flores.
Actually,
Also-
I actually think it's like, didn't they triple the amount of minority coaches in the league in 1 week? I mean, where can you get numbers like that? Like,
Look,
they can point to
how
that
can you
demographic and be like,
add
look, we
2
have
and triple
tripled our
something?
productivity.
Because there
this
was only
week.
1, Mookie. It's triple. Now there's 3. It's
and
triple.
and
That's
then the
literally
one was
just math.
Manda Rivera. So, like, it wasn't even a black guy.
Well, Salah.
I'm sorry.
he doesn't got
McDaniels,
any-
Oh, yeah, there's
whatever
like-
his
there's
ass
Salah
is.
too.
There's one black coach.
See,
Yeah,
so there you go.
Oh,
Your
we've
math
doubled
is
it.
still
We've
wrong.
doubled it. That's
Not to
fine.
mention
That's
that
fine.
mother. Whatever.
Look, all I want
Are
to
you gonna
say
say
is,
you gonna question his blackness? Huh?
Yeah.
look, all I want
Yeah,
to
I
say is,
am, because you know what my first reaction was when I saw it, and I wasn't going to say this because I was like, you know, we've been dancing on some lines this whole episode, but fuck it, we might as well, right? If we're going to get flagged for one, we might as well get
Has
flagged
anybody
for
been
one.
dancing on the fact that we don't think that Mike McDaniel looks like he's black?
Yes,
Look, I'm
no.
dancing on this fact. I want to give a shout
the
out to Mike
hell?
McDaniel, the new head coach of the Miami Dolphins. Shout out Mike McDaniel. There he
Which
is
one?
right there with a good friend of his. Very happy for this dude.
Is that Helen Hunt?
No, bitch, it's Jodie Foster. God, get right, fucker.
Mike McDaniel, I mean, like, this is dead on. This is 100% Mike McDaniel. Like, I don't know. I never knew he starred in Letterkenny. I don't know how he found the time to do that. Well, also, but probably because he wasn't calling plays in San Francisco. That's good. Dude, did you see the FaceTime call that he had with Tua?
Dude, it was so bad. I'm pretty sure he was high as fuck. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You see the things, like when you look at him, you're like, that's not a black guy. But when you start to see some things, you're like, that's a fucking black guy. He was high as fuck during that call. Like it was clear that, you know, Mike McDaniel had been celebrating.
You know what's funny is, like, through all this bullshit, the only memory
He's going
I
from
actually
Cali's
had,
finest to Miami's cocaina.
They asked him what was in his AirPods, and he was like, you know, it's Miami stuff. I'm listening to Pitbull. I got Will Smith.
Will Smith.
That's all.
Will Smith's from Philadelphia. Oh,
Hey,
shit.
so can we
black?
Can we talk about the previews for the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Oh, that looks good. I can't believe that's a thing. Like, I remember when that was just like a trailer that somebody cut together as like, wouldn't it be cool if this happened? And now it's an actual thing.
Look, I hate to say it, but all I can think of every time I see it come on stupid Paramount Plus's motherfucking commercials.
It's Peacock, not Paramount Plus, but go on.
Oh, well, they play all the time at Paramount Plus.
No,
so.
you don't realize what you're on. It's Peacock. It's a Peacock exclusive.
This motherfucker right here. You think I would know what cock I'm watching, so you can just back the fuck up. I don't even have that piece of shit installed on any of my devices because of what they fucking did during the Toledo game, Mike. You should know that. But what I wanted to say is, I don't know that show's going to be any good if Uncle Phil ain't, you know, big old Uncle Phil. Like, I need me a big Uncle Phil.
In the show, Carlton seems kind of cool. I don't know, like if it was he's in there just like really quickly in the preview where he's like, so are we going to talk about why you're really here? But he like seems cool. I'm like, this is strange. I don't know if I can dig this.
Not all right. It's not okay. It's not okay. Because what I think it is Will is a producer, right? So I think what it is he's like, all right, so this is how I would have done the show instead of y'all making me look like a fucking clown and having to, you know, carry this thing.
What?
Will's he was a serious actor.
His career though, like
I mean, it did.
I don't think he's has any. I don't think he harbors any bitterness towards Fresh Prince whatsoever.
Dude was at the time that Fresh Prince came out. Will was releasing songs like "Parents Just Don't Understand." Like that was the Will Smith that he wasn't Will Smith back then. He was the Fresh Prince. Like
I was gonna say, he was Will Smith from Philadelphia before he came to Will Smith from Miami when he wrote that song about, you know, Miami.
Look,
listening to this classic Miami artist, Will Smith.
All I know is we could have had Willennium a lot earlier if they wouldn't have been holding them back on UPN.
Oh.
What?
That's where that's
what
UPN
was
50.
UPN?
Fresh Prince.
Nah, man, Fresh Prince was on NBC, dude, like national NBC.
That's why Bel-Air is on Peacock, because
NBC own the rights.
I don't know. I always watch it on UPN 50. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say about it. Like,
when do you think? Hold on a second. When do you think Fresh Prince came out? Were you watching this motherfucking shit in syndication like years after that already fucking aired?
I mean, that could kind of make sense.
Wait, hang on. Okay, hang on. No,
it's like Fresh Prince came out in like what,
1998? We got to get to the bottom of it. It might not have been that late. It might have been earlier than that. 1990.
No.
Was when
no. I'm saying that's what Mookie's asking. Like, y'all, you know, we was watching new episodes in like 1998.
You wait a second. How old were you, Mookie, in 1990?
I was 4.
You were watching syndication, This motherfucker was watching it in syndication. Like, this would blow up if it was on network TV. Oh, you bastard!
Like, why? That's what I was saying. I was like, why aren't they getting like modern sets and shit? Why is why they got a shitty ass fucking
black man
wardrobe,
And
man.
hold on, and now you're taking it one step further to say that the
Oh.
show's quality was shit because it was on a black channel.
No.
Oh my god!
No, Scott. I'm not saying it was
What
shit
is
because it was on the. No, wait a minute. First of all,
No.
hold
That's
on.
the conclusion
No,
I draw.
is
but
you
go
no
ahead.
no is UPN 50 a black channel? Is that a thing?
This makes
That's a
so
black
much more
channel?
sense now why you're like, they held Will Smith down with this goofy acting because you're watching this show a year after Big Willie Style came out. Big Willie Style came out in 97. You're watching this show going, what is this guy? You were
He's
watching
like-
it when oh my
These
god,
mega
Miami was
blockbusters that Will Smith had done, like Independence Day, and they were sitting here having him dance around like a clown in an inside-out jacket.
Well, you know,
This man did Hitch. I can't believe they had him do it.
Hitch. Hey, now hold on a minute though. Hitch was fire.
I'm
And
not
we
saying
all
it
know
wasn't.
that.
It's just the reference point that you're making to it is like, no.
he is getting jiggy with it, and you're making him do this dance with Carlton. Oh,
Are
this
you
is
telling me?
terrible.
Are you telling me that I was also like 5 years late to the party with sister?
Like I can't
most
believe Will
likely,
Smith
most
accepted
likely.
such a shit role at that point
God
in his
damn it.
career.
I feel like
Little on the nose, don't you think? Playing a character named Will at that stage in your career, what a loser! Come to think of it, he's not even one of the best actors ever.
He said he's a serious actor, and they got him doing
Oh
this
my
shit. Mookie's sister was 1994, so yes, you were late to that party too.
Oh my god, that's so good. He was watching that shit in syndication.
Oh,
my
man,
God.
here's the thing, Mookie. Normally, we wouldn't be picking on you this much about it because we would have been like, Christian, have you ever seen?
Yeah, he would take
And
the heat
he
for
would have
this.
no clue what we were talking about. So that's the only reason why you're getting picked on with this one.
Oh no, but
Oh,
see,
shit.
even with that being said,
Oh, my God.
Tyson with a tough one. Now wait, I need a clarifier on this one, Tyson.
Hold on a
because Tyson
second.
said-
No,
Did he
hang
mix
on,
the
you
shows?
no, yeah, you mixed the shows.
And
between
which
the two.
Aunt Viv?
That's what I was going to ask. Which Aunt Viv are we talking about? First Aunt Viv or second Aunt Viv? Because that changes my answer.
Are we talking
But-
Lovie Smith Aunt Viv, or are we talking Mike McDaniel Aunt Viv?
you heard it here first, fans. You know what, Scott? I just figured it out. This is why Mike's standing.
Wait a second. Is he Lovie Smith black or is he Mike McDaniel black?
That's the
Can we get that show title?
I just inadvertently came up with the best scale ever.
Our beers have to be done on the black scale. Mike McDaniel to Lovie Smith. All right, Tyson said either Aunt Viv, but you have to clarify, but we all know which one we'd pick. So Sip, Chug, Drainpour, Tia, Tamara, or Aunt Viv. Scott, will go to you first.
What? I'm gonna make it fair, and so I'm gonna state up front that it's the Mike McDaniel Aunt Viv.
Let's
So
all just clarify. Yes, that's
so
the-
Tia
that's
and
the answer.
Tamara and Aunt Viv are all playing on the same skin playing
Yeah.
field.
Wow.
I'm going to
I-
I'm going to sip Tia, chug Aunt Viv, and drain poor Tamara.
That's so
No
weird.
answers. No answers, no explanations. Go. They're twins, so as long as I get one, I'm good, right? But I gotta know what it's like to be with Aunt Viv. I gotta know, right? You gotta say it like I was with Aunt Viv. Like if you're with one of the twins, you're with them both, right? But like, so the chance, I can't pass up the chance to say I was with Aunt Viv, so I'm not gonna drain pour.
Mookie,
Well, no.
Sip, Chug, Drainpour, Tia, Tamara, or Mike McDaniel, Aunt Viv.
Well, see, and Scott, I think what you really wanted to go for is my answer. So you want to sip on Mike McDaniel Aunt Viv because you want to spend time with her. You want to get your full weekend's worth, right? And then what you
Sure.
just do is you just roll Tina and Tamara into the Chug and Drainpour because, like, let's be honest, you're better off doing two at once, and it's not going to be great, and it's going to be quick, but it's going to be worth it. So you gotta roll those together like a spring roll.
I agree with Mookie that you sip Aunt Viv. That
All
strong
day,
woman
every
with
day.
your back. Oh man, that she would. If a waiter fucked up an order, you don't have to say a damn thing the rest of your life. She got you. It's like this steak's a little undercooked. Oh, you let me take care of that. This
Got
steak is
you.
undercooked, and you
Oh,
yeah,
God.
she's
So wait.
I wasn't gonna
So-
say anything.
So Scott and I are over here, but like, yo, we gotta see what that's about. Mike's like, yeah, she'll make sure that my steak order is always correct, and then I have the right amount of utensils.
That's correct. I can hardly hide her. And
Yeah.
like,
being a true Carlton over there.
Tyson wants a scale breakdown. I don't think I'm giving that.
oh man,
You look at the pictures of the four
yeah,
people
Tyson.
and you figure it out, Tyson.
Or more likely,
That's your homework for the show. Which Aunt Viv matches up with Lovie Smith and which one matches up with Mike McDaniel?
I was gonna say,
Homework for the week.
Scott, you charge Roger first 5 zeros worth at least for that scale before we reveal it on the show too, because you know he'd pay it for it.
Oh God.
Mookie, I just realized it's like 9:15. We've got 15 more minutes in the show, and we haven't talked about your mad props yet. What do you got for mad props for this week?
Yeah, I know, I get it. Well, since this thing
you
is going to
get
crash
what?
if I go over here, I got a whole bunch of props for you. So I figured we go around the horn style. I've got 3 rounds of picks. We each get one.
You've got 15 minutes. Go.
Shut up, all right? This isn't your segment, dude.
This isn't your segment, dude.
God, now I'm going to give you the worst one, Scott.
Got a white skinned friend, look like Michael Jackson.
Please update the lyrics.
Yeah, I was gonna say update with Aunt Viv. that late 90s hit show. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
If only it wasn't on UPN 50.
Yeah,
If it didn't get
right?
buried on
Yeah.
UPN.
There was actual funding for quality film
Oh,
and
God.
cameras.
It
and
was
stuff.
amazing that they showed 4 episodes in a row starting at
Oh, my
6
God.
p.m. I couldn't believe it.
Well, they were the recaps from earlier in the season, man.
How did they make
Damn.
new episodes so quickly?
I
Within a
never-
half hour.
I could never understand, honestly. It just never made sense.
Oh,
All right,
God.
Scott. Gatorade
sir.
color, what you got?
Blue.
Blue. Perfect. Michael, national anthem length, over under a minute 40 seconds.
Over. What is it?
Over.
Minute 40?
Minute 40.
Yep, over. Always take the over on the national.
We'll always take the over. All right. If that's the case, then as I finish putting this in, so remember, I'm going to go ahead and take on the coin toss tails because tails never
Ooh.
fails. Yeah. I don't know why the fuck the Bengals. What?
You don't know why the Bengals picked tails in that coin toss?
No, because they totally picked heads
Oh, they did pick heads. Do you know why they picked heads?
because they're dumb.
No, because go back to the Buffalo Kansas City game. Okay, continue with your mad props.
I don't understand, but that's fine. All right, Scott.
Go ahead. Blue.
Because now Mike's pissing me off by trying to be all like sneaky about it.
During his blockbuster movie career.
I mean, right? Like, credit to him, man. Like, that shit ain't easy.
was
Find all
doing
that
it.
time to get on screen.
He was
Men in
doing a
Black
favor.
show on UPN, nailing it.
He was doing a favor for an old director. Like, I guess I'll do this.
All right,
fucking Fresh
Quincy.
Prince of Bel-Air.
He's throwing him a
Quincy, I'll
salad.
do the show fine, but listen, it's
You
got
owe me one.
You gotta
know-
work around my Men in Black shooting.
I
schedule,
always
okay?
thought he looked young in those TV shows, and I thought it was
Oh,
interesting
my
because he looked
God.
older on movies. Scott, will
Yes.
there be a coach's challenge?
No.
Ooh,
All right.
Okay.
Mike. I don't know which one of these I would hate to take more. So I'm gonna go. All right. Which coach / QB will they show first during the national anthem? Burrow and Taylor or Stafford and McVay?
Stafford McVay.
Okay. And then I'm gonna take the prop that none of the kickers hit the uprights. So good for me.
Okay.
Solid prop, baby.
Yep.
Solid prop.
All right.
This is the props I love. I was looking for good props, and they were all like, "Oh, halftime over under." I'm like, "This is a bullshit
dude.
prop. Nobody gives a shit about that. Give me the stuff like this."
So
will any kicker hit the upright? No, and that's got to be the heavy favorite, right?
it is, but that's how you build a parlay. I have 5 honorable mentions I didn't even use, but they all fit into this last like phase or whatever. I got so the last 3 here. Scott, pick 1 or 2.
2.
2. All right. So I've got a combo bet for you. You can pick one of the 2 options. Will Snoop Dogg smoke on stage, or will Eminem wear a hoodie? And you can pick one of those props to bet on.
Eminem will wear a hoodie.
Eminem will wear a hoodie. Okay.
Mhm.
Perfect.
The NFL is not going to let Snoop do anything.
Not a
close to
chance.
smoke. Yeah,
Not
like,
a chance.
Well,
they
hey,
signed.
look.
That was like the clause 1 in the contract. There will be no smoking visible. None.
They're not even going to be allowed to reference smoking. Like,
They're like, look, you can do all the smoking you want before you hit that stage, but when you're on that stage and before and after, smoke till your brains fall out. But during, not a goddamn weed leaf better be seen.
See, that's what's funny though, is that the odds are not that long on him smoking on stage for what I believe you described.
Yeah,
as
but that's
reality.
just to get suckers, though. Like, that's just suckers. Like, they're like, oh, I know Snoop. He smokes all the time. He's definitely gonna smoke on stage. That's a sure thing. Duh. And that's how Vegas wins. Like, that's exactly how all of those bets getting placed this weekend are. Every person who bets on that sounds exactly like I just did.
I love the idea of somebody walking up to the counter in Vegas doing that as they're filling out their prop bet card. I know Snoop. And the cashier's like, "Sir, what the fuck? Do I need medical attention for you?" He smoked.
Smoke weed every day. It's a sure thing, baby.
I'm gonna laugh so hard.
This guy's having a seizure over here.
No, he's just betting on Snoop. No big deal. All right, Mike. Last one of the qualified Mookie's Mad Prop Super Bowl bets of the weekend. It's called just the Drake curse, and it's actually got a pretty long explanation.
Who did he pick? Oh God, did he pick the Bengals?
I didn't think about it.
That's the best part. He hasn't picked anyone yet. So
with the Kid Cudi thing, you know he's gonna pick the Bengals. Oh, you're fucked, Mike. I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry.
I didn't even think about this. I didn't.
You're fucked.
But Mike, the good news is the Drake curse prop is just simply during Super Bowl weekend, which for clarification is from 9 a.m. Friday through 9 a.m. Monday. Will Drake wear a jersey for the Rams or the Bengals? You don't have to pick if he's going to wear one or the other, just if he'll wear one.
Yes, the clout chaser will 100%, especially with the fact that Rihanna is pregnant by somebody else and he's trying to get his name back out there. Like, well, I want part of this baby. He will 100% do something stupid like that.
He's gonna wear a Bengals jersey. All right.
He is.
Seriously, the Kid Cudi thing makes me think 100% he's gonna be in a.
I'm about to check his Instagram to see if he's already done it.
It doesn't matter if he's done it already.
No. I'm just checking to see if he's already cursed the Bengals. I don't care about the bet. I care if he's cursed the Bengals.
Because again, Bovada was very, very clear on this. And again, all of these bets I pulled off Bovada. So I will be putting money on these for us as a craft brewed sports. Probably not going to parlay all 9 of them. We'll probably box them, but it'll be great. I did have a couple honorable mentions I want to throw in there for you guys.
Third one, Mookie? You haven't given a third one yet.
Oh shit, you're right.
Nothing yet from Drake except for like a shirtless selfie, which is very awkward, and also like 5 pictures in a post dedicated to Rihanna that says "Memories never die," and that's just sad. Okay, Mookie, what's your third one?
pricing Bitcoin during the Super Bowl, where it go up or down, and I said it's going to go up because it's been so low. That's the only option, right? And if it goes down, it's fine because I shorted it anyways, so I'm going to be covered.
OBJ getting paid since he's only getting paid $30,000 this year because he's getting paid in Bitcoin that plummeted.
Idiot.
So the bonus or the honorable mentions, if y'all want to throw any action on this, I still can, but they didn't quite make the cut. Will a player propose to his girlfriend on the field after the game?
No.
Yeah.
Now
this one I thought was okay, but at the same time, fair, Scott. You don't want to propose for there's still strippers to be had in the celebration.
I was gonna say these dudes either have wives or 5 mistresses in the stands. There ain't no proposing at this fucking field.
Exactly. This one I thought was intriguing, but not that much fun. Would there be a TD overturned on replay?
No.
I'm gonna say
all right. Well, glad I didn't put it in there. Is there going to be a player ejected from the game?
No.
Will a kicker hit one of the posts?
Didn't you pick that one? Hit the uprights. You said no.
I modified it. It's fine.
Will the kicker hit a metal thingy and a metal object in the stadium?
Yes.
Will the moment be too big for a kicker? Yes or no?
Never. These guys are professionals. The moment doesn't get to them. That's how they got here.
Well,
and let's be honest.
The kicker.
McPherson ain't gonna miss shit. I'll put money on that. He may not get to kick a lot, but he ain't gonna miss any kick he gets to have.
Listen, if history is any indication, Money McPherson is about to kick a game-winning field goal. Adam Vinatieri and propel Joe Burrow to a 20-year dominance. Oh, I can't wait, guys.
All right, now, Mike, before I let you right off on that, let me just finish with my last honorable mention prop bet because I really wanted to throw this out there and burn him, but I felt like it was too soon and too much and too bad.
Hurry up. We got 4 minutes to get our beers and finish the show. Let's go.
Will the power go out?
Oh, my God. No.
We got a TV slot. We got a film. We can't go over 1:30. Let's go.
You're an asswipe.
I just told you. Will the power go out? That's the last prop bet. Yes or no? Will the power go out?
Fuck you.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
See,
it won't.
Gets it.
Chick. Mike, you Mookie that joke.
I did Mookie that joke, but you know what? You're gonna hate this, but he earned it because, especially since I Mookie.
Oh, damn it. I hate it, but he did.
The best news is now I'm only +2, if you will, in golf terms. For the night.
All right, let's wrap this up. Talk about these beers that we're drinking. Tell you whether or not we'd bang them. Scott, what was in your mug, and would you bang it?
El Jefe con leche, Imperial Stout, all the goodness, cinnamon. I'd fuck the shit out of this beer. Delicious.
Mookie, what was in your mug? Would you bang it?
I had clarity through the haze, and I absolutely would. I'd bang it like Aunt Viv. Either of them.
Lovie Smith, Aunt Viv, or Mike McDaniel. Well done.
Hey, respect the game.
I was drinking She's My Cherry Pie Lager, and I would bang the shit out of this beer. It's 9.5% of pure lager goodness. I'm so excited that I got this. Bang the shit out of it. Those are the beers that we were drinking.
Hey, Mike, you know what should be happening next week?
What's that?
Pitchers and catchers should be reporting, but Major League Baseball is fucking stupid.
Wait, hang on. Wait a second.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
I gotta hate them. I hate all of them.
Fucking baseball, man.
Fucking owners trying to get a mediator in. Ooh, we need to get a mediator in because we're trying to be bigger assholes than we want to let on, and they're not letting us.
All right, so guys, if it makes you feel any better, we can end the baseball talk on this. I threw out a Bull Durham reference today in conversation with someone, and she picked it up and ran with it, and it was like the highlight of the week. Someone that gets a Bull Durham reference,
that's pretty solid,
right?
Pretty good. Hang on real quick before we go, fellas.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
Did y'all see Jordan Spieth hit a ball hanging over a cliff, basically over the?
I did see that shit,
man. It's golf, bro. It ain't that serious. Like, just take the drop. It's all good. You don't need to worry about it. This has been Craft Fruit Sports. It's been a damn fun show, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us. I know we enjoyed it tonight.
Mike, we're here. Good luck, man. Go get
Whatever,
it.
man.
Bring it on,
Whatever.
dude. Come
It
on.
is
Just,
what it is.
Just be safe. Mike, just
It
be
is
safe,
what
okay?
it is. It is what it is. Look, I'm just happy to be here, but the Bengals are gonna fucking win this shit. Let's go. Let's go.
That's a good way to end it. Just we want you back next week, bud.
Be sure to follow the show at Craft B Sports on Twitter and on Instagram. Make sure that you like the show on Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe and review wherever you get your podcasts. It helps us out more than you know. So go hit that up. Also, shout out Belly Up Sports. Tons of great content, bellyupsports.com. Awesome articles, tons of great podcasts. So subscribe and review to all of the Belly Up Sports podcasts, especially Corner Booth, because there are dudes. We will see you all next week.
And they still record every Thursday.
If the Bengals lose, I won't be here. But if the Bengals win, I'm going to be annoying as fuck. Just throwing that out there for everybody. So we'll see you next Wednesday. Cheers, everybody.
got a light skin and Viv look like Mike McDaniel got a dark skin.